Some people love Donald Trump and some people not so much, but nearly everyone can agree that something's just not right about the foods he eats and the way he eats them. From burnt steaks to soggy taco bowls, these are Donald Trump's worst crimes against food. In 2017, a reporter from the Independent Journal Review reserved a table at the steakhouse in Washington, D.C.'s Trump International Hotel, hoping to catch a glimpse of what the president ordered. And he was very surprised. James Corden shared the reporter's findings on his late-night talk show.
Donald Trump ordered a $54 dry-aged steak, well done, and ate it with ketchup.
And this wasn't the first time Trump drowned his food this way. According to his ex-butler, Trump would regularly order steak that was cooked so well that it would rock on the plate. Usually, it would be slathered in ketchup.
And believe me, I understand steaks. It's my favorite food.
Trump is well known for his love of fast food.
Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's.
And McDonald's actually might be his favorite of all. Back in 2017, it was revealed that his regular order at the iconic chain consisted of 2 Big Macs, 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches, and a chocolate shake. That in itself is a pretty bizarre order, but things became even weirder when, in 2018, Rudy Giuliani admitted the president routinely orders burgers with just half a bun.
Mr. Trump would like a hamburger to go.
On the surface, it would seem that he does this in order to mitigate some of the unhealthier aspects of the food he eats by cutting out some of the carbs and calories. Unfortunately, this effort is slightly negated by the red meat he's leaving on the plate.
I mean, he's a red-blooded, meat-eating American, you know.
Trump doesn't let his love of fast food end with McDonald's, though. He's also a fan of all kinds of other big chains, including KFC. And what's wrong with that? It's fried chicken, no big deal, right? Well, the problem here isn't so much what Trump is eating as it is just how he eats it. On August 2, 2016, while on the campaign trail, the president-to-be uploaded a photograph to Twitter in which he was shown eating KFC on a plate with a knife and fork.
Who would do it with a knife and a fork?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump does?
Nothing.
Oh my God, you gotta eat it with your fingers.
Of course, a cynic might argue that the whole photo was simply staged by a campaign team, trying to make it look like Trump is your everyday, down-to-earth, totally ordinary man of the people. Because, of course, nothing says everyday, down-to-earth, totally ordinary man of the people like dining on your private jet. Proving once and for all that there's no type of fast food that the 45th President of the United States of America won't mess with for his own amusement is the revelation that he only eats the toppings on pizzas. Trump himself told Us Weekly that he never eats the dough and instead scrapes off the toppings, so as to save on calories. It's basically the whole burger without a bun thing, except somehow way worse. So what we've really got here is a guy who doesn't so much like to eat pizza as he does just feast on a mush of cheese, tomato, and toppings. And just in case that wasn't enough, here's a bonus crime for you. Trump once took Sarah Palin to eat at a Times Square pizzeria and shocked the entire city into a stupor by cutting into his pizza with, you guessed it, a knife and fork. Yeesh. Of course, Mr. Trump's wild ride doesn't end with just food. No, he's got a few shocking drinking habits under his belt, too. In 2017, newspapers began to report that Trump consumes up to 12 cans of Diet Coke every day, and even has a special button on his desk to summon a butler.
What does that get you when you press the red button?
Well, it gets you a Coke or it gets you a Pepsi, one or the other.
It's lucky for Trump that he drinks Diet Coke rather than the regular kind. But unfortunately, some professionals suggest that the artificial sweeteners diet sodas utilize can confuse the brain and desensitize the body to sugar. Drinking any soda as much as Trump does can also lead to dementia, strokes, migraines, insomnia, restlessness, muscle tremors, and weight gain.
They don't have a...
Give me a Coke, please.
Trump's crimes at dinner don't end there, though, and a story told to the Washington Examiner by Chris Christie in 2016 lays bare some of his habits. Apparently, Christie had been taken out to dinner at one of Trump's hotels in New York. After they sat down, Christie recalled Trump telling the chef and owner of the restaurant, "Remember the appetizer you made for me last week when I was here? We'll take 2 of those." And he looked at me and said, "Don't worry, they'll love it." Trump deciding to order for his guests without their permission is bad enough, but it doesn't exactly help that he appears to be pretty unadventurous in doing so, too. When was the last time you went out to dinner and ordered the exact same meal you had the week before? Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite foods are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.